Welcome to the 2014 Golden Apple Awards. We use this event to celebrate our community's greatest treasures, a select group of outstanding teachers. Our hosts are the Meridian family of stations owner and manager, Mike Reed, and the publisher of the Meridian Star, Tim Holder.
Barack Obama perhaps said it best in 2008. When he first ran for president, the single most important factor in determining student achievement is not the color of their skin or where they come from. It's not who their parents are or how much money they have. It's who their teacher is.
Teachers matter more to student achievement than any other aspect of schooling. Many factors contribute to a student's academic performance, including individual characteristics and family and neighborhood experiences. But research suggests that among school-related factors, teachers matter most. When it comes to student performance on reading and math tests, a teacher is estimated to have 2 or 3 times the impact of any other school factor, including services, facilities, and even leadership. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Mike Reed, the owner of the Meridian family of stations.
And I'm Tim Holder, publisher of the Meridian Star.
And we are really happy to have you here this evening for the Golden Apple Awards annual banquet. Let me tell you a little bit about the Golden Apple Awards. This program started 2 years ago. In August of 2013, actually, is when we began. And we set out, we're 2 companies, the Meridian Star and the TV stations, to put together a program that could honor and recognize teachers. Rhett said it in his blessing about what teachers offer, and the teachers especially in this room have been given a gift by God to use in a very special way, and it is so important to our community. So we wanted to start a program that said, we appreciate you as teachers. We appreciate what you do. We appreciate the way that you have given a sacrifice to try to make others better and to help them live up to the standards that we all hope that they can meet. And you do a great job of that. The people in this room have done an exceptional job of that. So what you find now is a community that has come together in support of that. You've got competitors between the Meridian Star and our television stations, and we're out there fighting for ad dollars and fighting for things in the community as competitors. But you know what? We put all those competitive differences aside in a moment like this to be able to stop and show appreciation for the people that really matter. So you teachers that are here tonight, you educators, you administrators that give of your time selflessly and get very little thanks in return for the hard work and effort that you put in, we're here tonight to say thank you. We're so happy that you're here, and we're so happy that we have this opportunity to be able to serve you.
And yes, we are. Again, the Meridian Star is proud to actually become a partnership in this with the family TV stations, as we recognize teachers, basically the architects in our community, training, guiding, and educating our youth, who are basically our future.
So, by the way, let me just share with you that how this program has reached lives. Janie helped me put a few stats together that I could share with you, but since we started the program in August of 2013, there have been 696, so almost 700 teacher nominations. There have been 277 different teachers recognized, and 83 different schools in our area have been recognized through this program. I'd say that's a very far-reaching program and has really had a great impact. So that is not possible, by the way, without our partners. And so if I could, just to recognize who all of our partners are, obviously the Meridian family of stations, CBS 24, Fox 30, and NBC 30.
The Meridian Star.
Muna Federal Credit Union.
First Mississippi Federal Credit Union.
Meridian Mutual Federal Credit Union. And then we have our key sponsors that have been involved in the program. And as I read these out, as Tim and I go through this, please pay attention to how how far-reaching the program is with the business community and the leaders in this community, and how they've reached out other companies to make this a valued program in our community.
Avery Products,
EMEPA,
Georgia Pacific,
Lazy Boy,
Meridian Community College, Mississippi Power,
Mississippi State University in Meridian,
Richard Schwartz and Associates,
Southern Pipe and Supply,
Woodstock Furniture.
and then we have participating sponsors as well with Meridian Coca-Cola,
Newell Paper Company,
Hilton Garden Inn,
Lockheed Martin.
and then just a special thanks to some others that have helped out to be a part of this with Little Caesars Pizza,
Popeye's Louisiana Kitchen,
Dipped Darlings,
Kim's Restaurant,
Meridian Community College in this facility. Let's hear it for Meridian Community College. It's a great facility. Thank you.
and Premier Outdoor Advertising.
Then in preparing for tonight, we have some very special guests we'd like to recognize as well. Unfortunately, our Honorable Mayor Percy Bland had intended to be here. He had a family emergency and called last minute to cancel. I'm sorry he's not able to be here.
Superintendent Tom Deering with Neshoba County.
Tommy, you here? Great to see you. Thank you for being here. Superintendent Dr. Suzanne Hawley from Quitman School District, are you here? Great, thank you.
Superintendent Randy Hodges, Lauderdale County Superintendent District.
Great. Headmaster Joey Knight from Russell Christian Academy.
Superintendent Dr. Alvin Taylor with Meridian Public School District.
Superintendent Rita Wyndham from Enterprise School District.
And Pastor Rhett Payne, First Presbyterian Church.
So thank you to all those folks that are here, and we appreciate everyone being here tonight for this great program. And we're going to get started now with a video introduction to our August Partner in Education.
Meridian Mutual was established in 1953 as the Meridian School Teachers Federal Credit Union. Our credit union has a long history of supporting education in our community, and we are proud to serve as a sponsor.
Few professionals touch as many people as teachers do. They may not always see the impact of their work on kids and families, but the testimonies we have received from parents, teachers, and students themselves are proof that good teaching is a powerful thing. One great teacher can make all the difference in our lives.
During the past 2 years, I've had the privilege of reading about the impact a well-prepared teacher has on their students. They demonstrate skill, enthusiasm, and passion needed to inspire their students to achieve greatness. They are a shining example of excellence in education, priceless.
So if we could call Bo, Dennis, and Frank from the Meridian Area Credit Unions to come up and join us, please. I like the shirts, Dennis. They look great.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Bo Pittman from Unifederal Credit Union, along with Frank Beska and Dennis Florite from the other two credit unions. We have been a title sponsor of the Golden Apple program since its inception here in Meridian, and are continuing to be proud members of it. It's just been a great program, and we're so thrilled at the results that we've had from it since its beginning. And tonight we have the honor of introducing this past year's August winner of the Golden Apple Award, and that is Miss Ashley Sisson from Enterprise High School. And we have a short video.
As the bells rang in the new school year, the Golden Apple Award Committee paid a visit to Enterprise High School. There, we found our winner for the month of August, Mrs. Ashley Sisson. What did she think as the committee burst into her class?
Oh my gosh, is my room clean? My poster's still on the wall that says Over the Hill. Why are they in here?
The last question is simple. We were there to honor her with the Golden Apple Award. And Enterprise Principal Mike Weathers says Mrs. Sisson is more than worthy.
She really inspires her students to be able to do the things that they're required to do on the state tests for the technology classes, and to be able to go out. She has several former students that are out working in the technology field right now. Some going to college on technology scholarships.
Enterprise student Tristan Turner echoes the sentiment.
She's a great teacher. She doesn't just read the directions and sit down at her desk. She'll help us and come sit with us and help us work on our work. I want to be a dentist, and Miss Sisson's the one who helped me figure that out, and that's what I want to go to college to do, and she's so deserving for the Golden Apple Award.
Mrs. Siston has a tried and true formula for success. Never give up.
Give it your best shot. If you fail, try again. If you fall down, get back up. If it doesn't work, redo. If you have to start all over again from scratch. You sometimes just have to start all over again from scratch, but just give it your best every day.
According to Mrs. Sisson, it's the moments when her persistence has paid off that keeps her coming back.
When the light bulb goes off and you can see it in their face and they understand this is it, that's my favorite moment, is to see the look on their face and the joy, and okay, it makes sense now. I can do this. When they have the confidence, that's what it's all about.
Ashley, would you and Mike join us on stage at this time, please? It's a lot of fun to get to visit these folks in their classrooms as a surprise. You can see Ashley was a little taken back. And I know how difficult it is for these teachers, having been married to one for 30 years and watched her struggles.
And these are the front page articles that were in the Meridian Star, and they're on a plaque awarded to the principal and the teacher of each one of the months. So, courtesy of my friend here, Tim Holder, whose birthday is today, by the way. And I have to tell you, folks, the guys of the credit unions have been fantastic partners in this program. They've been at every event with us, and every step of the way they've been fantastic, and we really appreciate your support. It's been great.
Thank you. We've enjoyed it. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you all. All right, next we have our September, thank you, EMEPA was our partner in education for the month of September. And Randy Carroll, are you here? Would you like to come up and join us, please? Fantastic.
My whole life has been influenced by teachers. Throughout school, I was blessed with positive role models as teachers. They encouraged me to be all that I was capable of being for myself and my community. My sons were also blessed with talented teachers. They pushed them to excel in advanced courses that paved the way for their college and career choices. You see, teachers empower us with tools to make our world a better place. That is why EMEPA is proud to be a sponsor of the Golden Apple Award and celebrate those who offer our community a better quality of life through education.
EMEPA is very excited to be part of this partnership of community people who are encouragers for our teachers, because truly these teachers are the ones who are going to provide for us in the future community leaders and the employees that we will rely on to do what we do every day. I'm pleased to announce Bonnie Kahn is the September Teacher of the Month and ask her to join me up here, please.
I'd like to present the September Teacher of the Month Award to Ms. Bonnie Kahn.
It was more of a, oh my goodness, I can't believe this is me. When she said angel, I knew kind of in the back of my mind that it may be me, because this child's parents used to say, you're just an angel from above. And my heart started racing, and it was like, oh my goodness, I can't believe this is actually happening to me.
Mrs. Kahn expressed to me how undeserving she was and how so many others could get the award. Just demonstrated to me her selfless nature. But yet she does exemplify what all the teachers do here at Russell Christian Academy. They all have the same calling, they all same passion, and she just personifies the Spirit, the Holy Spirit, and what we do here at Russell Christian Academy.
This is my third year in the teaching profession and my third year here at RCA. It was just a calling from God. I began working with my children's group on Sunday nights at church, and it just became heavier and heavier on my heart that God's calling me into education, because every time these children would learn the books of the Bible, I would just get so excited, and I prayed about this for 6 months. And I finally said, okay, to my husband, I said, I've got to go back to school and get my education degree. And he said, are you crazy? And I said, no, this is a calling, and I just have to go and follow through with what God has in store for me. But he saw me through it to the very end, and here I am today doing something I absolutely love. This is not a job. This is a calling, so I can work with children and help them succeed in their subject area.
Jeremy, you want to get a quick picture of everybody? Next is our October Partner in Education, which was Richard Schwartz and Associates. And with that, we'd like to invite Lindsay Eubanks to please come up and join us and help us to present the award to your Teacher of the Month.
Richard Schwartz and Associates have helped multiple Mississippi communities legally and charitably for over 25 years. Whether assembling a team of volunteers for a food drive or providing manpower for statewide disaster relief, our efforts continue to have a positive impact in local hometowns. By supporting great programs such as the Golden Apple Awards, we are able to ensure that a deserving educator is recognized for outstanding efforts in the classroom, where the futures of our children are fostered.
Good evening, I'm Lindsay Eubanks. I'm the Director of Media and Community Relations for Schwartz and Associates. This program is specifically special to me, I think, because my husband is also a teacher. He's an English high school teacher at Yazoo City. So he comes home with some stories. Unfortunately, Richard could not be here tonight, but he did want to wish everyone well, especially Miss Vanessa Reed, who we are about to call up here. Vanessa is special, and I noticed this from looking at her profile. She teaches AP World History and Government and Social Studies, and she focuses on economics with her children, and the way that she engages them is through theater exercises and skits, actually having the kids perform. And that ends up being a very highly effective form of teaching in the sense of 7 forms of learning. So I actually learned something from being graced with getting to ambush Miss Vanessa Reed at Meridian High School, and I would like to call her up to the stage to accept her plaque.
Meridian High School is the home for the October Golden Apple Teacher of the Month Award winner, Vanessa Reed, who teaches government, economics, and world history.
I've always wanted to teach. I used to teach my dolls and my little cousins because I was the oldest, so I could tell them what to do. And so I've always wanted to teach, and my 4th and 5th grade teachers just made all the difference in the world. And so at that point I decided to teach.
She is a dedicated teacher. She is God sent. We're very proud of her, and we are thrilled to have her as a part of Meridian High School.
She says she gets excited when her students take her lessons and recognize them in current events.
We talk about current events, and that's our whole focus. Regardless of what we talk about, we can always relate that back to what's going on with the economy locally and nationally. And with our world events, we intertwine as we talk about the branches of government, what role they're playing currently and what's going on in the nation. I take what's in the book and make it more relevant to them, and they have a better understanding and want to actually participate in class more than they would if we were just doing the book.
The key to her philosophy is to treat her students like she would want her own children treated.
I take on the role, for the most part, as mother and counselor. I treat them like I would want my own personal children to be taught. And over the course of time, I developed relationships with them that has lasted, in some instances, for my entire career, because the ones I taught in 6th grade, I'm still close to them, and I taught their children, so I'm a grandmother to some of them. But I believe that as a teacher, I'm supposed to give them everything that they need so that they will be successful once they graduate from high school and go on to college.
And let me subside all the rumors. Miss Vanessa Reed did not win because I'm Mike Reed and we are not family, okay? So let's just get that straight. She won on her own merits. Congratulations. And Victor Hubbard from Meridian High School. So next, our partner in education from November, Woodstock Furniture, and my good buddy David Honeycutt. Would you please come up here and join me?
Hello, I'm David Honeycutt. In 1978, my parents, Scott and Bailey Honeycutt, opened Woodstock Furniture in a woodworking shop behind Sunbelt Motors. After years of sacrifice and a lot of sawdust on the floors, our business has grown to 5 locations in Meridian and Hattiesburg. My parents encouraged me and my brother Grant to get the education we'd need to one day help run the Woodstock Furniture family of stores. We are proud to sponsor the Golden Apple program and salute our dedicated teachers.
Hello everyone, I'm David Honeycutt with Woodstock Furniture. I apologize that I'm not as attractive as our last presenter.
It's true.
It is true. But anyway, I'd like to present Miss Toni Buchanan with Clarkdale School. And while she's coming up, I was thinking about something a minute ago when we presented the award last November. I don't know if a lot of you guys remember or not, but Clarkdale was broken into in the schoolrooms were vandalized last November, and it happened to be the evening before we went to see Toni. And I got to say, I've never seen somebody so polished and put together with such a negative impact and so positive with her students in the room. It was an amazing situation. So amazing that when I was presenting and talking to her that morning, I actually got a little emotional just because of how well composed she was. But I have to say, she's an amazing individual, and I think we all need to give her a round of applause while we're here.
The Golden Apple Award Committee traveled to Clarkdale High School recently to surprise and honor Toni Buchanan with the November Golden Apple Teacher of the Month Award.
It's overwhelming. You don't expect as a teacher for people to realize the things that you're doing, because you do them in the intentions of helping out your students, and knowing that students and community members thought enough to take time out of their busy day and schedule to write a letter about me is just really emotional and overwhelming.
Miss Buchanan is a fabulous teacher, one of the best I've ever worked with. She is one of those teachers that every day she makes a difference in one of her students' lives. She's constantly reaching out to the community, to the people that are skilled in order to come in and work with her students.
With our FFA, we travel a lot. We go to leadership conferences, the kids compete. And if it wasn't for the people in our community, you know, buying their holiday hams or their Christmas fruit from us, kids wouldn't get to experience that type of stuff. So a lot of the success that we have here in our program goes 100% back to our community.
Mrs. Buchanan teaches ag and national resources, and she says in today's job market, having a skill can help you find a great career.
And we see every day that, you know, where people are graduating and can't find jobs, but if you have a skill, they're out there. And most of them are going to be high-paying jobs because everybody is not skilled. I try to instill in every one of my students, if you're respectful and hardworking and have a skill, that's all it takes to be successful. Though we are a career class, I try to make sure that I let them know you need something more than a high school diploma. If it's a one-year tech program or a two-year tech program or an apprenticeship, as long as you have a skill, something on that resume that takes you one step above the person you're competing with, that's what it takes.
So then we moved to the month of December, and our partner in education for the month of December was Georgia Pacific. And if our friend James Barnes would come up and join me, we'll introduce our Teacher of the Month for the month of December.
I'm so thankful for the impact my teachers have had on my career and my life. Classroom teachers are the backbone of our education system. They serve on the front lines of influence for students who represent the future labor force.
I have been blessed to have had great teachers that taught me respect and how to be a productive citizen. The Golden Apple Awards are a shining example of ways to recognize teachers' hard work and dedication to supporting the academic success of our children.
Thank you, Mike. My name is James Barnes.
I'm the Public Affairs Manager at Georgia Pacific, Nahill Operations in Pennington, Alabama. And it's a great pleasure to be here this evening with everyone to honor teachers. The reason that I'm not standing here alone is because a few of my friends from the mill not only have their day jobs at the mill, but they were very much instrumental in helping me to promote the mill's support of this great event and this opportunity to honor teachers. You saw in the film we had James Goins. Raise your hand, James. Carla Taylor. And Martha Wallace was in some of the other commercials, and you may have seen Martha. And we had Lakeith Moore, who was another representative from the mill that provided his virtue and talent to help us with this project. So without further ado, what I'd like to go ahead and do is talk a little bit about the December award recipient. First of all, as a proud sponsor of this year's Golden Apple Awards program, Georgia Pacific and especially our employees at Nahill Mill view education as the key that unlocks every person's potential. In December, we had the great privilege of honoring June Rosar, kindergarten teacher at Quitman Lower Elementary School, as the Teacher of the Month. And it is our great pleasure to once again acknowledge Ms. Rosar's dedication to creating value for Quitman Lower Elementary School and society by helping young people at very early stages in their development gain an education that will help them begin life's amazing journey towards reaching their potential. Would you like to go ahead and show the video?
December is a month of giving and surprises. And that's what it was like for the Golden Apple Committee as they stunned Quitman Lower Elementary Pre-K teacher June Rosar with the Golden Apple Teacher of the Month Award.
I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I thought it was in a dream. I see it on TV and I see other teachers responding and getting the reward, but I can't believe it.
When we decided to begin a pre-K program, we looked to find one of our best kindergarten teachers to start that for us, and she stepped up to the plate and has done a fabulous job with our 4-year-olds.
Ms. Rosar is one that I call on as a mentor for young teachers. She is an excellent professional. She is an excellent educator. She is loved by her students, her parents, this community for her contribution to education.
Mrs. Rosar says her goals for her pre-K students are simple.
Well, we just want to give our pre-K or 4-year-old children a good solid foundation for kindergarten, just to make, bridge the gap that they would, the early learning skills that they need to know to be successful and to be lifelong learners throughout school. It just gives them a jump start. And to hear a 4-year-old read for the first time is priceless.
She has some sage advice for new teachers.
Find a good mentor in your school, someone that has experience. Listen to anything they have to say because they've been there, done that. So and you have to have a love for children to be successful at it. They have to know you love them, and they will always love you no matter what.
Look at Tim photobombing back here. Thinks it's his birthday or something. Good job. Congratulations. Now we move on to January's partner in education, which is Mississippi Power. And if Tasha Lee could come up and join us, we'd appreciate that.
At Mississippi Power, we believe knowledge is a powerful tool. We are committed to supporting opportunities for excellence and learning in the communities we serve. We are proud to sponsor the Golden Apple Awards that recognize those who are helping to make Mississippi a better place, our teachers. There are many great educators in our local classrooms working hard to strengthen the knowledge and improve the future of our students. The next time you see a teacher, make sure you thank them for laying the foundation of a better Mississippi.
Good evening. I'm Tasha Lee, Customer Service Manager with Mississippi Power.
Eddie Kelly, the division manager, couldn't be with us tonight, and he sends his sincere apologies. At Mississippi Power, I'm height challenged. At Mississippi Power, we recognize the power. We recognize that knowledge is power. And also, it is the key to the overall success in our communities. We proudly support the educators in our community, which in the services that we provide services and where we live in as well. In January, Eddie presented the January Golden Apple Award to Cynthia Slaughter. Cynthia Slaughter is an 8th grade English teacher at Northeast Lauderdale Middle School. Ms. Slaughter was recognized for her dedication to her students, as well as going the extra mile every day. She makes learning fun, and above all, she inspires and loves her students. Ms. Slaughter and also Mr. Burnham, the principal of Northeast Lauderdale, please come forward.
Times, they are a-changing thanks to the Golden Apple Award. Now we're having pep rallies for teachers. And the best cheer was saved for Cynthia Slaughter, the January Golden Apple Teacher of the Month.
Total shock, and when they read the letter, I thought for sure I was really excited my buddy was going to win it. We do everything together, and when they said my name, I was blindsided. When my family came out and I saw my dad who drove up here, I just lost it. It was a very emotional, special moment for me.
Northeast Middle School Principal Billy Burnham says Mrs. Slaughter is a great motivator to her students.
Miss Slaughter's kids really trust her when she challenges them, when she has to prod them. They even trust her when she has to get on to them and push them. And we believe that that's very important. Without the trust, we don't think there can be the proper amount of learning.
Mrs. Slaughter says one perk of the job is when a student finally gets it.
And you can always tell if they get it or if they don't. You can see the look of confusion, or you can see the, oh. And it's nothing that I really ever even acknowledge or say out loud to them. They may come to the board extra, or they may work with another student, but the moment they know they get it, they want to keep doing it, and they want to do the next thing and build on what they had, and that, where they're going forward from where, there are times maybe they had been left behind. That to me is what we're going to put out there for the community, for our society later. Kids who know they can do it, kids who catch on and get that feeling of satisfaction and gratification from getting it, from doing that and learning.
Congratulations, Cynthia. Moving on to February's Partner in Education, were our friends at Lazy Boy. And Tim Holder and Mike Reed will be presenting that because Don was unable to make it tonight. He is out of the state on traveling, and so he was unable to be here, so we'll be presenting on his behalf.
With a legacy of building quality furniture for over 53 years in Newton, Mississippi, Lazy Boy South understands and values an educated workforce. There is skill involved in creating the comfort that Lazy Boy Furniture is known for. And the skilled teachers help create a community of skilled workers that allow Lazy Boy to keep that legacy of comfort and quality alive. All of us at Lazy Boy South are proud to be sponsors of the Golden Apple Award because it recognizes the best of the best in our teachers and our educators.
I take that back. Don actually just called me a moment ago and said he'd like to do a video address, so here's Don.
Lazy Boy is a proud sponsor of the Golden Apple Awards, and it's with regret that we are at a conference on the coast this week and cannot be here in person tonight. However, I am still happy to present the February Teacher of the Month winner from Enterprise High School, Mrs. Ethel Ann Bailey.
The Golden Apple Committee went to Enterprise High School in search of the February Teacher of the Month. There, they found a very surprised history teacher, Mrs. Ethel Bailey.
Her kids love history because she brings the love of history with her when she comes into the classroom. And she is able to inspire those kids to learn the history and have like I said, a love and appreciation for the history.
Mrs. Bailey says enthusiasm is the key trait for any new teacher entering the classroom.
If you don't have an enthusiasm for teaching, if it's not something that you get up every day and look forward to doing and enjoy, it doesn't mean that it's always wonderful and great and that they're not difficult days. But I knew I wanted to be a teacher from the first day of first grade, and I very lucky got to fulfill that.
Mrs. Bailey started teaching in 1969. She explains what keeps her motivated after 45 years on the job.
It never is the same. It's never just the same old routine. It's always different. The students are different. They keep you on your toes. Seeing them grasp something, enjoy something, learn something, it's a satisfaction of knowing that you've done your job well. So I think that's what makes me enjoy it so much.
And when a struggling student finally gets it,
I feel like, Eureka, we've done it. Wonderful together. We've even high-fived each other and hugged out in the hallway when we get those results back and know that, they were able to master that content and move on. So it's a great feeling.
Congratulations, Ann. So our March partners in education, we had two companies that shared this with MSU and Southern Pipe. And from MSU and Southern Pipe, we have Dr. Julia Porter and Tommy Cason, if you would join us, please.
MSU Meridian consistently looks for ways to serve the needs of our region. Whether through our out-of-state tuition waiver, our new degree options in healthcare and kinesiology, or new facilities like the library, the Crest building renovation, or the downtown campus, MSU Meridian provides a first-rate, affordable education to citizens throughout our region, including those who want to teach. The university is also a proud sponsor of the Golden Apple Award, because we know outstanding educators help shape the future of our community, state, and nation.
My grandfather started Southern Pipe in 1938 with my father and uncle, and my son Jay is now managing the company. The foundation of our success over 4 generations have been the people of Meridian, both our employees and our customers. The education of our employees and customers of Meridian made them better at what they do in life and made us a better company. We believe education is important, and that's why we support the Golden Apple Award. Good teachers are the source of good employees, good companies, and a good country. Our educational system made America great in the past and will make America great in the future.
Hello, I'm Tommy Cason with Southern Pipe and Supply. I'm the Director of Marketing. And Southern Pipe and Supply and the Davidson family are very proud and honored to be a part of this program. And we love that we are actually honoring teachers that are on the battlefield every single day. And one of the mottos of Leanne Smith from Clarkdale High School is that she tries to instill into her students that it is okay to fail, because failure is a part of learning, which is very important. What she talks about and what she's instilling into our children every single day is that it doesn't matter how many times you fall down. It matters, more importantly, how many times you get back up on the road to success. So again, we are very honored to introduce Leanne Smith from Clarkdale, and we'll go ahead and play her video.
The Golden Apple Teacher of the Month for March is Leanne Smith, an English teacher at Clarkdale Attendance Center. The Golden Apple Committee was able to surprise her during an assembly.
I felt really honored because I did not expect this. I just thought we were having a pep rally for state testing.
Principal Cheryl Thomas says Mrs. Smith is an outstanding teacher.
If you're in her class, you can see how the students respond to the different things that she prepares for them. She's just a joy to work with, and she is the best academic teacher that I've ever had the privilege of working with. And it is a privilege to work with outstanding teachers because I learn from them too.
I really enjoy teaching because I like interacting with people. I enjoy working with my colleagues, preparing lessons, but most of all, I just like working with students and being interested in their lives and their learning.
Mrs. Smith explains her motto, which she continuously shares with her students.
It's okay if you fail. Failure is part of learning. If you don't get something the first time, That's okay, that's just part of learning. But I want them to understand if you keep working, that's when you will see success.
She says happiness is when a student finally gets over the hump.
When students finally understand a concept that maybe they've struggled with, I feel so good because they feel so proud of themselves and they feel so capable. So when students do understand, when they have that aha moment, it just proves to them that the hard work pays off. I'm really honored to be recognized, and I was really surprised. I work with so many good teachers who really care about students and care about doing the best job that they can. So again, I'm just really honored and excited.
Assistant Principal Hardy, are you available to come up and join us?
Take that privilege.
That's great. Thank you, Leanne. Congratulations. Moving on to our April Partner in Education is our very own MCC, and Miss Barbara Jones is here to represent the teacher from the month of April. Barbara, would you come join us, please?
Meridian Community College continues to meet the diverse needs of its growing community. Along with a strong university transfer program, MCC offers 1- and 2-year programs in a variety of business, health, and technology fields, a model workforce training program, and a comprehensive business development center. MCC serves some 4,000 college credit students and another 4,000 in continuing education, community service, and enrichment programs. Meridian Community College proudly supports the Golden Apple Awards and salutes the wonderful area teachers it represents.
Thank you, and it is such a pleasure for Meridian Community College to be able to partner with other companies in the Golden Apple Award Program, because we truly recognize and appreciate the kind of education that our teachers, K through 12, are providing for students. They open doors, they unlock doors for students to have success, and that's what we want for all of our students. When I went to Neshoba Central, and I had never been there before, but just walking into that gymnasium and seeing the students as they reacted to seeing their favorite math teacher win an award was just overwhelming. You know, we've had teachers tonight who have 30, 40 years experience, and they've had a long journey. The young man that you will see tonight has had a short journey, but I can tell you he's going to be one of the most successful teachers in any county. So I'd just like to ask Mr. Dixon to enjoy the video, and I'd like for you to see some of the things that he does to engage students in math.
But also in life. Mr. Travis Dixon.
Just so much emotion. I just happy because although as I'm teaching them a lesson, they learning and also appreciate me for teaching the way that I teach, you know, being involved with them.
Mr. Dixon's an excellent teacher. We were fortunate enough to get the opportunity to interview him during the summer. He impressed us with his content knowledge and his personality, and we didn't take a chance here. We felt pretty confident that he would be a good teacher, soon to be a great teacher.
In my college class, we already went through the quadratic formula, but in my Algebra 2 class, we had made it to it, and I was trying to get something to engage them and get them more interested in math. So I heard a song on the radio that I heard, you know, I listen to every now and then. I said, this song worked pretty good, so the reason why I made it to get the student more interested in the subject. Like when I first started teaching, you know, we did little cards, and I asked the student to list their favorite subject and their worst subject. And most of my classes, like math was the worst. They said, well, they worst subject before they had me. So I told them by the end of the year, I hope that would change, that math would be their favorite subject. And my thing is, I try to give every student a chance or shot to succeed. So even though that they may not like math, I try to motivate them in the way I know how. So that's my thing, that all students, they can learn, all students can perform if they are given a chance.
Thank you. Mr. Dixon, if you will come forward, and also Miss LaMonica Callaway, who is principal of Neshoba Central Middle School.
Congratulations, Travis. We're starting to wind down a little bit now. We're moving to our last month, the month of May. Certainly not least, Avery Products is our partner in education, and Sharonda Harper is here to present the plaque to our teacher from May.
We here at Avery Products Corporation value and recognize the overall importance of the education system to the health and future of the economic well-being of the community. We are pleased and proud to participate in the Golden Apple program and recognize individual teachers for their excellence and lasting contribution. A teacher's role is a torchbearer and pivot of any educational system. You cannot make or build the nation by just bricks. You have to establish the minds of young people. Then alone can the nation building take place. Hello, I am Sharonda Harper, and I am the plant manager of Avery Products Corporation, and I am pleased to be able to partner with the area businesses to present the May Teacher of the Month. She's actually a teacher at Quitman Middle School, and she epitomizes a quote that Tim Holder gave you earlier, and I'll just say the last part of it, which is, "A great teacher inspires." She talks about her inspiration from teachers who taught her, and also the inspiration that she gets from her husband, William. So the May Teacher of the Month is Wendy Williams, and she teaches at Quitman Middle School.
The May Golden Apple Award winner is Mrs. Wendy Williams. She's a history and world culture teacher at Quitman Middle School. She says her passion for teaching comes from her students.
They are the ones who make every day worthwhile. They are warm and welcoming. They enjoy a hug in the mornings, and honestly, I have to tell you that my students behave well for me, and I think a lot of it's because they know they're cared about. I think students perform for teachers that they know care about them, and they care about me.
She is one that anytime you go in her classroom, the students are learning, the students are working hard, and things are coming together in her classroom like they should.
Mrs. Williams says keeping her class interesting is a key to helping her students learn.
You know, what's amazing is I had a history teacher when I was in middle school that was wonderful because he brought humor into the lessons as well, and students don't want to be bored. And so whenever you can enjoy a class, that's important.
She doesn't just teach her subject matter, she teaches what the kids need to learn. She works hard to develop relationships with the kids and let them see how relevant it is in their lives.
We are always looking to raise our scores, of course, because of state mandates, but teachers don't do that just for scores. We want to see success, and when a student achieves success, we're as proud of them as they are of themselves. I mean, of course, it's why we go to work every single day. We want to help our students achieve, and we want them to be successful, and when they are, it's heartwarming, it really is. I think we all feel we're appreciated by our students, but when students take the time to recognize you and the community recognizes your efforts as well, then it's about appreciating that you've made a difference in the community, and I think we all strive for that.
Could Miss Wendy Williams and Principal Satcher please join us on the stage?
Wendy, we're glad to see your TV show back coming on the air again. Wendy Williams, it's good to see. Congratulations. Thank you all for being here. So now what we'd like to do, we're going to run back down through the list. You know, hold your hearty round of applause, please, till the very end, but we need to hear a resounding applause for Ashley Sisson from Enterprise High School, Bonnie Kahn from Russell Christian Academy, Vanessa Reed from Meridian High School, Tony Buchanan from Clarkdale High School, June Rosar from Quitman Lower Elementary School, Cynthia Slaughter from Northeast Middle School, Ann Bailey from Enterprise High School, Leanne Smith from Clarkdale High School, Travis Dixon from Neshoba Central High School, and Wendy Williams from Quitman Junior High. This is your awards banquet. This is your awards banquet, and we thank you from the bottom of our heart for the great jobs that you do, and we hope that some of this recognition is a way to try to say that thank you. In addition to that, we want to go back through and tell you how much we appreciate those in the community that have partnered with us. Meridian Coca-Cola,
Newell Paper,
Hilton Garden Inn,
and Lockheed Martin,
as well as the Meridian family of stations,
the Meridian Star,
Muna Federal Credit Union,
First Mississippi Federal Credit Union,
Meridian Mutual Federal Credit Union,
Mississippi Power,
Lazy Boy,
Richard Schwartz and Associates,
Southern Pipe and Supply,
Avery Products,
Meridian Community College,
Mississippi State University, Meridian,
and Georgia Pacific. The moment that we've all been waiting for is to announce the Teacher of the Year. Is there anybody here that's interested in moving forward with that? Great, great. Well, let's get to it. Here's how this works. The partners in education, all the people that we just discussed, we all got together and we chose from the 10 teachers of the month. The one with the most votes won. And that's simply how we arrive at our final decision. More Teacher of the Year quality and traits for this person are exemplified in a video, but before we get to that, we'd like to invite last year's Teacher of the Year to come join us and help present the award to this year's teacher. It's a little bit like the Masters, the handing off of the green jacket. So Miss Kathy Moody from Northeast Middle School, last year's Teacher of the Year, would you please come join us? We're so glad that you came back for this year. Thank you for doing that. Would you like to say anything before we get started? Awesome.
You know, this is dangerous. For any of you who were here last year or saw the video, I didn't think they'd let me go to the mic again. But when we left last year, my husband told me, he said, I'm going to tell you a couple of things. First of all, if you ever win again, just say thank you and let it go at that. And secondly, he said, you sure did hug those two men up there a lot. But on a serious note, I was so honored and so humbled to have won this last year out of so many outstanding educators. It was so emotional for me. And I know when I'm old and gray, really old and gray, like 80, I'll remember that night for the rest of my life. I've been truly honored, and it meant so much to me. And this is such an outstanding program, and I appreciate it so much. I still get emotional think about it. I wanted to cry when everybody came up here tonight. It's just a great program, and y'all put so much into it, and we appreciate it. Let's give them a round of applause. Thank you.
You're very sweet. Thank you. So we're so glad that you came back for this special moment. And with that, a little drum roll, and let's tell you who the 2014 Teacher of the Year for the Golden Apple Awards is.
The 2014 Golden Apple Teacher of the Year is Travis Dixon, the rapping math teacher.
This is for my Algebra 2 class, the quadratic formula by Mr. Dick. My 10th grade math teacher, Miss Williams, Miss Linda Williams, she is deceased now, but she always said, you know, Travis, not where you go, but it's what you do when you get there. So from that, she kind of inspired me to go down the road of teaching. And since then, I've been doing my best to try to educate the youth. I like to thank my family, I like to thank the children. I like to thank God. Thank for all the things that have been thrown my way, you know. Just blessed to be here, you know.
Travis, congratulations. We're very proud of you. Come on down and join us. So Travis, let me tell you how this works, okay? We've got some great prizes for you. Come on up here. Miss Kathy's going to present you with a very special trophy. Every teacher, on top of the $300, they got a nice trophy, which was an apple, but this is a very special trophy that we have for you. And then in addition to, do you know about this? It's kind of cool. All right? Not a check for $300, but a check for $2,500 for winning. In addition to a great trophy and $2,500, lots of recognition, okay? So you'll get that as well. But we also have another treat, is that Travis got to select a student that would be the recipient of the scholarship in his name, and he got to select a student. Do you want to tell us about that student, or do you want me to? All right, all right. I don't want you to cry on me now, okay? All right, so we'll do this together. So Brandy Kilpatrick from Travis Dixon Student Scholarship. And I'm just going to read what Travis had to say about this student. I am extremely pleased to recommend Brandy Kilpatrick for your scholarship consideration. Brandy is currently enrolled in my college algebra trigonometry class. Brandy's performance in my class is first rate. She has been a tremendous student and an asset to our school. Brandy's family has been going through a financial hardship, but she still came to school every day, ready and prepared to work. Brandy is like a rose growing through concrete. She may be having a tough time, but she still has the strength and the will to grow and stand out and be noticed. With your scholarship, she will have the opportunity to be whatever she wants to be without finances holding her back. I've been very impressed by Brandy as a student and as a person, and thus I am pleased to write this letter of support. Since teaching Brandy, I have learned that she is very responsible and a passionate and hard worker. Her presence alone exemplifies commitment and teamwork. I offer high recommendations for, Brandy Kilpatrick. Does that sound pretty good? So now she gets a $2,500 scholarship as well, and we'll be able to present that together to her later. So you got to say a few words for us, okay?
Thank you. Well, I'd like to thank God first, and my parents, and my family, and my students, and my colleagues, and all you here today. I'd just like to say thank you.
Great job. We just really appreciate so much for all that you do for these students and the way that you do it. So congratulations. And folks, that is our program for this evening. Thank you all very much for being here and celebrating this fine event with us. Thank you for all of our partners that have participated, and we look forward to seeing you again next year right here.
Well, I am extremely blessed and thankful because when I started this year, I had no idea that I would win Teacher of the Month, let alone Teacher of the Year. You know, it's just an honor. And it was so many deserving candidates here, and I like to thank them for showing up and keep doing a great job. And I'm gonna try to keep doing my best to encourage the student that they can be anybody. They can do anything if they put their mind to it, put God first and put their mind to it. Oh yes, Miss Brandy Kilpatrick. She is one of the nicest, sweetest young ladies that I had pleasure to teach. And she was quiet, even though sometimes, you know, she may be having trouble in everyday life, but she was still scribing, work hard every day. She came prepared, she was ready to work. And I just saw that spirit, that her willing to do the work, no matter what maybe going around the outside world. She was still there and she was ready. So I chose her to be the recipient.